Okay, tonight I'm going to be cooking a seafood pasta, a quick seafood pasta that doesn't take very long, and it's adapted from a recipe from Nicole Morrissey, and I just add a few little things to it and change it up just a bit, and it's really good because I'm going to use I'm going to use pad thai noodle that's a brown rice noodle, so it's gluten-free, and of course it's dairy-free. So let's begin. I'm going to start by cutting up my onion, and then we'll start going. Okay, once again, onions are making me cry. One day I'm going to show you my little trick that I use if I have somebody coming over and I don't want to mess up my eyes and they're all red. I have a little trick, and I'll show you. You're going to laugh at me, but that's okay. I'll show you my trick on one of these recipes coming up. So I've had this heating the whole time. I'm going to add some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to eyeball it tonight. Maybe a little bit more, but it's okay. Olive oil is good. And before I do the onion, I'm going to do, well, first I'm going to turn it down because it's way too hot because it started to smoke right away. That tells me it's too hot. I'm going to let it cool off just a wee bit. So we don't want everything to just brown up right away. And now I'm going to add some baby portobello mushrooms. I'm going to let them cook for a little while. And then let these cook down for a little while, and then I'm going to add the onion, a whole onion chopped, and then let that cook for a bit, and then we'll add some garlic, about 4 cloves worth. So, see you in a minute. Some of them are getting soft, and that's what you want. And I want them to brown a little bit. I like them that way. But some of them are still a little hard, so we're gonna let them cook a little longer. Okay, I turned the heat up a little bit because I had turned it way down low because it was too hot at first. So I turned it about to medium. And I'm going to go ahead and add the onions. I'm going to cut some parsley that I grew right outside. Sometime I'll take you out and show you my it's a tower garden that's on the balcony, and it's doesn't have any soil. It's just water and nutrients and sun. That's it. This is my flat leaf parsley that I'm going to cut up to go at the end. And I don't have a lemon, so I'm going to use a lime, and that's fine with me because I really like limes anyway. But I'm going to soften it up a little bit, and then we'll squeeze it on at the end. Okay, now I'm going to add some garlic, and I have to be honest, sometimes I cheat a little bit. Instead of starting with the whole garlic, I buy the stuff in the produce section just to save time. Sometimes tonight's one of those nights. So I'm going to do about 4 cloves, and that looks like about 4 cloves to me. Another reason I like this recipe, it is a 1-pot meal. And for those of us who do dishes, that's a plus, big plus. Now I'm going to put in some dry white wine. I think this is Sauvignon Blanc. I'm not a wine connoisseur, but that's what this is. It's any dry white wine. I'm going to add it at let's see, I have 2/3 cup. We're going to let this simmer until there's hardly any liquid left, like it's all cooked down. So this is going to take a little while, and then we'll be back. While we're waiting, do you like my shirt? It's my new saying. You see it? It I guess it would probably be backwards for you. It's my new saying. I know you've probably all heard, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Well, in the South, that was drilled into me by my mama. So, as I don't know, thought about it, and my children got older, I texted all of them the other day. Said, I want to tell you something. You all know that if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all, because, I've taught you that, like my mother taught me. But I want to add something to it. If you do have something nice to say, then say it. So many times we have something nice to say, but we just don't speak up. And I think it's important that we do, because, the thing that you say that's nice to somebody might be the only nice thing somebody hears all day. So I just thought I'd add that in. Shuggy's 2 cents. Okay, so as you can see, the liquid is just almost all gone. There's very little in the bottom of the pan, and it's just almost completely gone, and that's where we want it to be. So I'm going to add a big can of diced tomatoes. Start that going first. And turn up the heat a little bit so that all the new stuff that's getting added will heat up faster. Just a little. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of paprika. Some salt, about, the recipe calls for a fourth, but I'm going to use about a half. My family likes salt, and I use sea salt, so it's not as bad. And ground black pepper. We like a lot of spice, so again, I'm going to use a lot. That's just to your taste, whatever you like. I may even throw in a little bit of red pepper flakes to give it a little bit more kick. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just a little bit. All right. I'm going to add in 2.5 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to increase the heat again because I want to get to this boiling. I want it to boil. A rolling boil. I could, at this point, put a lid on it, let it simmer for a while, let all the seasonings blend together really well, and it would be fine. You could do that for a while, but my family's hungry, so it's a quick seafood pasta, so I'm going to be quick. I'm going to put the lid on it so it'll start boiling a little bit faster since my family's hungry. This is where we want it. The rolling boil. You see it from there? And it's still boiling even after a little stir, so that's really good. Okay, so we want to have about 10 ounces of pasta, and I'm using the brown rice pad thai noodles that are gluten-free. You're just going to put them in there, not cooked, just right out of the package. I have to get to make sure that they're covered in liquid, and then we'll time it for about 5 minutes or until the pasta's ready. Doesn't take quite as long with this pasta as regular pasta. reduce it down to about medium-low. Okay, now I have some mixed seafood, and I bought it frozen just for tonight because it's a quick meal tonight. And it has squid and octopus and mussels and shrimp. So I just thawed it out, rinsed it off, and I have it here ready to go in. And it'll go in about another minute or so. And then I'll cook them for about 3 or 4 minutes, and that's all it takes. Seafood's very, very fast. And then we'll have a taste, see how we like it. The seafood. Make sure to get it covered up. It will cook. Put it on low. I think I need a little bit more liquid, so I'm going to add a little bit of water. Alright, so let's see, it's the test. See if it's good. Oh, forgot the parsley and the lime. A little bit of freshness never hurts. Squeeze that lime. And then I have extra lime for those that want a little bit more. All right, let's see. You can see how yummy it looks. Got a little calamari, noodles, mushroom, and some tomato. Trying to get everything all in one bite. This is good. It's got a very seafoody flavor. The calamari is not too rubbery, which I was worried about a little bit, but it's not. And let me see if I can find some octopus. Octopus is tricky. Let's see. It's still good, but the octopus is a little chewy. I don't think it needs any salt or any pepper. I think the seasoning is about right. I don't think I'd change anything else. Enjoy. If you like this video, please subscribe below. That helps me out a lot. Thanks.